Hi guys! First of all, yes, my hair is in a super tiny bun. It's because I felt like filming today, but also my hair really needed some loving. So I have a hair mask on my hair. This is not how I usually wear my hair, but I was also feeling in the mood for filming. So I was like, yeah, it needs to work out. So we're just gonna deal with the way my hair looks right now. On the 17th of November last year is when I first started my YouTube journey. That's when I posted my first video on YouTube. Then the 21st of November is my birthday. So in a little conjunction of those 2 days, meaningful days to me, I want to celebrate them by sharing a little bit more information about myself, as I did last time, the Get to Know Me tag, I think it was. I really don't know what the name of the tag is, but that tag, now I'm going to do the 50 random facts about me tag. I hope this video is not going to be an hour long. It definitely should not be, but we all know I tend to ramble, so here we go. I love theme parks, Disney World, Universal, Epcot. I love parks, but I cannot do roller coasters. I have to sleep with an extra flat sheet around my leg and then also a pillow in between my legs. I met my husband online in the world of Netlog, so before Facebook existed. I have dual nationality. That means I obtained 2 passports. My mom is Caucasian, she's from Belgium. I was born and raised in Belgium, but my dad is African American. He was born and raised in Philly, and even though I was born in Belgium, you can still obtain the passport by naturalization, I think it's called. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. Just by having one of your parents being from that country. So yeah, I can speak 4 languages: English, Nederlands, Français, and Deutsch. I'm not saying I'm good in all of those languages, as I'm in some of the other languages, but I can speak them. Some is real basic, like Deutsch. It's hit and miss. Oh my god, there's the wind. Anyways, and I'm trying to learn to speak Turkish. Merhaba. I have dyscalculias. That means it's dyscalculie in Dutch. It means that I'm not that good at math. It's like dyslexia, but then with numbers. And I want to do a completely separate video on that, speaking about my journey and my struggles with having that learning disability. I was actually held back twice in school. The first time was in the 5th grade, and that was because of math. That's when they actually found out, or that's when the other people acknowledged that I had a problem. It was not my mom just going crazy telling people there's something wrong here. No, now everybody could see it. Also, one time in the 10th grade. For that, I really have no excuse. It was just, it was an awesome class. I had a great time. Just studying was not one of the stuffs that I was doing. My goal when I was younger was to actually own a hotel chain like the Hiltons, but then my last name. And I was really interested into it because I was studying tourism. I wanted to go for hotel management, but then somewhere along the line I just fell out of love with that, I guess, and I found that PR and marketing was more my thing. I cannot sit or lie on my bed with my clothes from outside. As soon as I walk into the house, I need to change into my indoor walking clothes. It sounds really strange. I have, the stuff that I wear outside, my jeans, my t-shirt, my blazer, whatever. And when I come inside, I usually wear joggers and a t-shirt, and then I have separate pajamas. Cause I just cannot, if I sit on the couch in something, I cannot then go in my bed with it. It's really strange. I just really cannot stand that. I also can't stand if people coming in and sitting with their clothes on my bed. I'm not too upset if they do that when we're at a hotel. It's just really if it's my bed at home. I'm a gaming chick, I admit. I love simulation games, and so The Sims is my absolute favorite. And I was waiting so long for The Sims 4 to release. I got it literally the day it was released. And then I found out you can only play it on Windows computers. And I own a Windows laptop and I own a Mac laptop. And my Windows laptop is completely busted. Like, the screen is broken, the battery life is dead. You have to plug it in constantly. And it cannot run The Sims because it freezes up and then it drops and it erases everything that you just did. And it's not available for Mac yet, so I'm completely screwed until I get a real desktop, which is probably going to be a Dell, so I can finally play that game. And when I play that game, people, you will not hear me for months. I actually used to be a dancer. I want to say from the 3rd grade, I want to say I did it for like 6 or 7 years. I did jazz dance and hip hop. Love reality shows like Love and Hip Hop, LA, New York, Hollywood now, Real Housewives of Atlanta, New Jersey, Mob Wives, MasterChef, Are You the One, Jersey Shore, Geordie Shore. I mean, I can go on, but I love reality shows. They bring a lot of drama, but I just think they're funny. Like Bad Girls Club, I can't do that. That is just like, I just don't get the point. And I know some people might be saying like, yeah, what's the point in other reality TV shows? But literally, Bad Girls Club, what is the point? I used to be a nail biter, but when I say nail biter, I mean heavily, like to a point where I had warts on my fingers, like two or 4 on each nail. That's how bad it was. And the nail polish with that, it doesn't taste good or something like that. It didn't really help me. I had to go and freeze the warts. It was a nightmare. I think I had to do that like two or 4 times in total. I'm not too sure, but I don't know what happened along the line. Like, my mom keeps telling me, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I was like, no, I want my nails to grow. I want to be a lady. I want to have pretty long nails, and this is the result. And I love it. I can't bite my nails now anymore because I need long nails and I love them. I am an only child. My mom and my dad could not deal with my craziness because apparently I was a very, very tough baby. Like, I liked crying a lot. So they decided on not to go for round number 2. With being an only child, I feel like I'm very capable of being alone by myself for days and not speak to anybody and be perfectly fine. But then I can also be in a group of 100 people and feel perfectly okay. So it's really a blessing that my parents brought me up the way they did, because it's just the best of both worlds. I can choose when I want to be alone and when I want to be surrounded by people. And one of the things that helped was that they placed me in the Hero, which is something like Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts over here in the United States, but it doesn't focus on building stuff, with your bare hands and making fires and all that stuff. The Hero focuses on playing with other children, developing your social skills, and learning how to share. So that was really a blessing with being an only child. Then every Sunday I would go to the Hero, be amongst a lot of children. I enrolled in the Hero when I was 6, and I left the Hero when I was 18 or 19. I'm not too sure. But it was, some of my best memories are connected to the Hero. It was an absolutely great time, and it was amazing. I have the annoying habit of biting my lips whenever I'm just not doing anything, because I can't link it to nervous, happy, excited. Can't link into that. It's just when I'm not doing anything, when I'm just sitting there, when I'm not eating, when I'm not being active in something, I just bite my lips. And as I said before, my husband is from Turkish origin, but he was born and raised in Belgium. I am an animal lover, preferably cats and dogs, I must say. Like, there's one animal like I really just can't stand, and that's horses. Like, I'm not afraid of them. I just like, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't connect with horses at all. I'm very into a particular comic book series, a Dutch one, the Kiekeboes. I've always said that if I ever become a millionaire, I want to have one room filled with the Kiekeboes comic books from number 1 all the way until the end, and none can be missing. I'm gonna make it happen one way or another. This is the age where I moved out of my mom's apartment and moved to the United States, because who moves out and just ends up around the block, you know? That is so totally 10 years ago. I'm just saying. I love doing my nails. Right now I'm due for a redo on my nails. So relaxing. The only thing that I'm not good at is shaping my nails. So right now this is a shape that I gave myself, but I'm actually wanting to do it a little bit more almond. So I need to see somebody because I'm not missing on my nail. This, I don't know where I'm going to put it. It's my age. I'm a 7-day Adventist and my husband is a Muslim, and yes, it works. It works.